We're continuing to track the impacts of Helene tonight. Now, the third deadliest hurricane in the last 50 years. We want to give you a live look. This is the AES outage map here behind me. More than 7,000 customers here in the Miami Valley remain without power, and many more have spent the day cleaning up debris around their homes and other properties. Eli Burgett has been out in the community all day long. And so, Eli, what exactly can you tell us about the cleanups?
Well, I can tell you that there is still a long way to go. Organizations in the Miami Valley have spent all day cleaning up tree branches, leaves, and other debris throughout the community. And even in areas outside of the state are receiving support from organizations like Ohio Task Force 1 and the Ohio National Guard, all dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene.
Over the past few days, city officials in Miamisburg and Kettering have announced large-scale cleanups of leftover debris from Hurricane Helene. But when it comes to southern states like Florida and North Carolina, the impact has been much worse, leading Ohio services like Task Force 1 to be dispatched.
And then they pulled us along with a lot of other federal teams that were at this point disengaged from their missions in Florida and tasked up here. And a lot of the resources are now focused on North Carolina.
After completing their missions in Florida, Ohio Task Force 1, along with several other FEMA response teams, were dispatched to North Carolina to help with assessing total damage and assisting survivors. Governor DeWine has also sent the Ohio National Guard soldiers to North Carolina to provide air movement of supplies, equipment, and personnel.
They just want to get back on their feet again, and we're here to do just that, to help them, help the locals clear those areas, so they can start, on their way to that federal disaster assistance and funding, and then, start into recovery.
Governor DeWine says that the state of Ohio will always answer the call whenever other states are in need. And Ohio Task Force 1 shares this attitude, saying that they will remain in North Carolina until they are no longer needed. Back to you.
Giving you a live look now from our Eco Plumber sky cams. A little cloudy out there, but I can see the sun rays coming down. Let's send it out to Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters.
Yeah, we're still dealing with some of the impacts of Helene right here in the Miami Valley. Cloud cover, showers still around. Now most of the rain in our southern counties, but we've even seen some funnel clouds spotted across the area today. Now, these are weak funnels that typically, even if touching down, don't cause any damage or very minor damage at that. So not too much of a concern for us, and that activity already starting to head out as well, but just something you may have seen earlier today. Currently in the 70s, 72 in Dayton, 70 in Troy. We got 70 up in Wapakoneta right now. So cloud cover has kept temperatures down. It's pretty sticky out here, though. There you can see satellite and radar showing clouds, and again, showers mainly for our southern counties. You can see in Greene County, we have some rain over there as well, but that activity will taper off, but rain chances do continue as we head into our Tuesday. And in fact, by tonight, we'll have quieter weather, fog developing. I'll talk about our next chance for rain with a cold front coming up in just a bit.
We want to see some pictures now that you guys have shared with us. Jerica shared this picture. This is a tree down. It actually fell on her shed. That is crazy. She says it took down their internet line as well. I know a lot of folks out there don't have internet at the moment because of the storm, so thank you so much for sharing that. Now, this tree fell from a home in the Belmont neighborhood. Look at that. It looks like the actual roots were, yep, the roots were definitely pulled up from the ground there. So thank you so much, Anita, for sending that in to us. And of course, we want to see your photos and videos of the storm damage as well, but only, of course, if it is safe to do so. And if you have something to share, grab your phone, scan the QR code. It'll take you to the Chime In page. You can upload your photos or videos directly to us, and you might even see it here at Dayton 24/7 now. Well, tonight, the Dayton Police Department now warning all of you of recent Facebook Marketplace scams, sometimes even resulting in violence. Lydia Bice spoke with the department this afternoon. So, Lydia, what do they want everyone to know?
That's right. So the Dayton Police Department is urging anyone who's planning to buy something from or sell something on Facebook Marketplace to do so at one of their safe exchange zones like this one here behind me at the West Patrol Division.
People don't want to meet you there. That's probably a reason why they don't want to meet you at the police station, because it's not legit.
Major Brian Johns with the Dayton Police Department warning anyone who uses Facebook Marketplace to be on the lookout, as the department has seen 10 robberies recently, some even turning violent.
We already had a shooting a couple weeks ago in West Dayton where this happened, and shots were exchanged over, I believe, like an ATV being sold, and it was a robbery.
Major Johns says that if people don't start using the safe exchange zones that his department implemented years ago, things will get worse than they already have been the last few weeks.
Somebody's going to get killed because these people are robbing with guns, and it's just a matter of time.
Safe exchange zones can be found at the West Patrol Division on Washington Street, Central Patrol Division on Salem Avenue, East Patrol on Wayne Avenue, and another location on Helena Street.
We have a large number of these occurring in the Brighton Strader Shopping Center area. So please, by all means, if you're coming to Dayton to buy or sell items, use the safe exchange zones at our police departments. They're monitored by cameras. There's police officers there. They're safe. That's what they're there for.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
The images coming from western North Carolina and other southeastern states continue to show the devastation from Hurricane Helene. Homes are damaged and destroyed. Millions are still without power. Hundreds of roads are impassable. It could take weeks for water service to be fully restored in Asheville. And cell service, where available, is extremely limited.
Want to see your weather photos and videos on TV? Click Chime In on this station's website to share.
The recovery efforts in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene now getting political. Both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump shifted their plans to respond to the storm. National correspondent Matt Galka reports from Washington.
I want them to know we're not leaving until the job is done. I also want you to know I'm committed to traveling to the impacted areas as soon as possible.
The president says he plans to travel to North Carolina Wednesday or Thursday to support one of the hardest hit states that was in the path of Hurricane Helene. He said he was waiting to be sure a visit wouldn't disrupt emergency response efforts. The storm's death toll passed 100 across several states as many more remain unaccounted for. Former President Donald Trump was in Valdosta, Georgia for the recovery efforts there. Trump had previously called out both Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, saying Biden was on the beach instead of responding to the storm, and Harris was too busy fundraising.
But they're having a very hard time getting the president on the phone. He won't get on, and of course the vice president, she's out someplace campaigning, looking for money. So they have to be focused over here. It's too big.
But Harris changed up her campaign plans because of the storm, pledging to give states everything they needed before leaving Nevada early to attend FEMA briefings.
I want to thank everyone for doing everything you can to think about them, send them your thoughts, send them your prayers. I want to thank the first responders who have done so much.
The historic storm is eventually going to come with a price tag. The president said he's considering calling Congress back from recess in order to authorize more disaster relief money, but they don't know the total cost of the damage yet. Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Gelka.
Moving here to the Miami Valley, Hurricane Helene definitely left its mark, and we saw quite a bit of rain.
We are ahead for the month, which is hard to, or crazy to say, I should say, after the dry month we've had. Extreme drought conditions that we had here across the Miami Valley. I do expect significant improvement on the next update that will come on Thursday, but we've seen 4.68 inches of rainfall for the month of September, most of which really has come within these past several days due to the remnants of Hurricane Helene. So now it says deficit, but we're actually ahead 1.37 inches, and we're just a little behind as far as the year goes by just 600ths of an inch of rainfall. So we still have a few showers around, area of low pressure, remnants still lingering right over us, but we have another cold front off to our northwest. This is actually going to be making an arrival heading into our day tomorrow, bringing us another chance for rain. So for tonight, expect some fog as you wake up early tomorrow morning. Patchy fog is to be expected. Some clearing, but then by the afternoon, when we get that cold front to swing through, a few more showers becoming possible. And then notice waking up Wednesday morning with temperatures in the 50s and then back into the 70s with some sunshine. So nice weather is on the way. I'll talk about the rest of the week and when we'll see some more rain back in the forecast coming up in just a bit.
A story from our partners tonight at the Dayton Business Journal. A new development is looking to bring more than 200 new homes to Fishburg Road over the next 5 years. Miranda Homes wants to build 258 single-family homes in Dayton, totaling nearly 65 acres. The residential development is called, excuse me, the village is at Pheasant Crossing and will feature 3 home types and lot sizes. We have all the details right now at Dayton247now.com. You can find this story and others like it under the Dayton Business Journal heading in the News tab. Welcome in.
The Bengals enjoying the win for now, but have to get right back to work with the first AFC North test of the season this coming Sunday versus Baltimore, a team that's firing on all cylinders right now. But we can enjoy this one for a little while longer. How about the rushing attack for Cincinnati yesterday? Able to really control the game and ultimately close it out. Chase Brown with the best game in his young career. The second year back with 15 carries for 80 yards. He had a career high in touches and yards yesterday, as well as adding his first 2 career rushing touchdowns. Some of the runs yesterday could have been for much more, if not for shoestring saving tackles. Brown and Zach Moss with plenty of room to run with some great lanes created by the offensive line.
Strong belief in our offensive line, strong belief in our running backs. Our tight ends are playing really physical in the run game. But it's not just that. We feel like we can complement it in the pass game. So you're not just they're out there and it's going to be a run and there's no threat of pass. I think that we've been able through 4 weeks to find the happy medium, both those things, and that can make it all go.
And this offense rolling right now, but the defense still a lot of problems to solve this week as they welcome in a Baltimore team that can put up points and run the ball at will. A tough test for a Bengals defense right now, ranked 25th in the NFL against the run through 4 games.
And Thursday Night Lights is back in full swing. Each week we highlight a local matchup between schools across the Miami Valley. This week we're going to be out at Preble Shawnee as they take on Tri-County North. We'll be broadcasting that game over on MyTV Dayton. That's 22.3 over the air, and Spectrum Channel 24. We'll also catch you up on the best plays that night right here at Dayton 24/7 Now. Well, the Buckeyes improved to a 4-0 on the season after taking care of business in East Lansing over the weekend, with the help, of course, of a standout performance from a young Buck. Kelly Ann Stitz has more.
Before we turn the page, we need to take a moment for the freshman phenom Jeremiah Smith. Head coach Ryan Day said after the game, JJ is coming out of his shell a bit, and I think we can all agree on that. Smith showed out in his first Big Ten game as a Buckeye. Playing on the road was no problem for the freshman. Smith making 2 incredible one-handed catches. He even recorded his first rushing touchdown in scarlet and gray on the end around. Smith finished with 5 catches for 83 yards and 2 total touchdowns. The hype man impressing the masses.
I mean, the talent speaks for itself. I just am impressed with the discipline and the hard work and being able to step in at such a young age. The only way you do that is if you go in and put the work in. And he came in with that work ethic. Brian certainly taking it from there, but this is a special young man.
As his knowledge grows and his game expands, he's really going to turn into something special. So Buckeye fans can be excited for his next few years.
The Buckeyes return to the Shoe this Saturday to host the 3-1 Iowa Hawkeyes at 3:30. Iowa comes to Columbus coming off of a bye following its first conference win over Minnesota, beating the Gophers 31-14. And hey, those Gophers nearly upset the Wolverines this weekend. For the Football Fever, I'm Kellyanne Stitz reporting.
Well, rain chances continuing on for us. A few showers still in the forecast tomorrow as we get a cold front to make its way in. Once that swings through, we're looking at dry, in fact, lots of sunshine for our Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we have another weak front that'll be arriving, bringing us a small chance for rain, so we'll monitor that closely. But starting off next week does look like our potential bigger next weather maker that would bring a more significant shot at some rain back in the forecast. It's still a little ways away, but it is something we'll be monitoring. And our temperatures are going to be up and down as well. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but really not too bad. We get a cooler one Wednesday, perfect fall-like weather. Temperatures close to 70, as well as lots of sunshine. We climb back up to close to 80 on Friday with another cold front swinging through, then dropping highs back into the mid-70s for our Saturday. So overall, more seasonable weather in the forecast over these next several days, but we'll have a look at our 7-day coming up here in just a bit.
Chili for charity. A look at a local cook-off and the big price the winner will receive. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Thursday night, Tri-County North battles
The Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
People love to say that fall is sweater weather, of course, but at Archer's Tavern in Centerville, they say it's chilly weather. And they're gearing up for their 13th annual charity chili cook-off, where all proceeds go to charity, and the winner will see their recipe on the Archer's menu for the next year. We, of course, sent Tage Joshi out to give us a closer look.
If you love chili, then I've got good news for you. There is a great community event all about chili happening in the Centerville area this weekend. It is here at Archer's Tavern. That's where the event will happen. In fact, the event will actually happen right just on the other side of this wall in the wonderful parking lot here at Archer's Tavern, Centerville. This is a chili cook-off that they've now done for over 13 years. It is a great way to support a local charity. That would be the Brad Bucher EPND Memorial Fund, and it's, of course, a great way to enjoy chili. So if you love chili, come out to the event this weekend. Get tickets. Going to be starting this Saturday afternoon. You come out here, and the cool thing is there'll be celebrity judges, and whichever chili wins will actually go on to the Archer's Tavern menu for a full year. In fact, this right here is a last year's menu winner, or last year's cook-off winner, which has been on the menu for about a year now. If you want to be a part of the event one more time, it's going to be at Archer's Tavern Centerville. Great way to raise money for a charity and also enjoy good chili. My friends, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Well, overall, tracking some nicer weather as we head into the end of the week. Until then, though, we still have to deal with some moisture in the air, which is going to actually help some fog develop across the region overnight. So patchy fog overnight will wake up to temperatures in the 60s, but getting close to 80 for tomorrow afternoon, as well as a few showers by later into the day. So can't rule out some showers for the second half of the day tomorrow, so you may want to keep that rain gear handy. Here's a look at our extended forecast, though. Great weather on Wednesday. We'll be tracking that sunshine, 70 degrees, and then we start to warm up close to 80 on Friday. Heading into the weekend, 70s continue, but we are tracking a chance for showers again with another cold front arriving Sunday into Monday that could potentially bring us even stronger blasts of some cooler air by next Monday. So much more fall-like forecast, no more rain. We pretty much got an entire month's worth of rain in the past few days. So,
oh, my husband knows. He's been working on our backyard, and he's pretty excited there's no rain for the next couple days.
Right, yeah, enjoy some sun while we have it.
We'll take it for sure. We'll see you over on Fox. Have a good night.
Sponsored by the Birth Injury Lawyers at